Good afternoon, gentlemen, and the few ladies who will be here. Today, we're going to talk about setting up a plan for you to keep the government out of your money, for you to keep bitter, angry people out of your money, to keep those crazy folks out of your money. And there was someone that asked a question today in the comments. Hopefully you're watching. Will this tax slayer thing help me with current taxes? And the answer is more than likely no, because you did not plan. See, you got to start planning this stuff now. You can't wait into a few weeks before you have to file to start looking for all of these disadvantages. There's a few things you can do, but more than likely, no. Tax slayer help you for 2018 taxes, but 2017, depending upon your situation, I don't know, player. And that brings me up to today's topic, which is how to save a massive amount of money, and it's the plan. See, you don't make the money because you're out here hustling. That's a mistake that many hustlers make. You make the money when you plan stuff. When, what's this saying? You make your money when you buy. When you buy your merchandise for your e-commerce store, eBay, Amazon, whatever, the price that you spend upon that merchandise does not change. If you spend $5 per unit with the expectation of selling it for $25 to $30 or $40 per unit, and the market slides on you and you can only make 15 bucks per unit, you're still $10 ahead because you make your money when you buy, because that price never, ever changes. There's a lot of people who are trying to get around these rules of finance, these rules of money, but they don't change and they can't be gotten around because planning is the most important thing that you need to do. I'll give you a case in point. My goal is to make $1 million a month. Is it to make it next month? That'd be nice, but it's not going to happen. Will it be to make it next year? Probably not going to happen then. But year 3, maybe, possibly. And after year 3, definitely. Now, what did I just lay out through you? What did I just put out there for you? Because this is the number one thing that kills most of you. Put it in the comments. What do you think I'm going to say? Go ahead. Put it in the comments. What is the number one thing that kills entrepreneurs in putting together their business, going out, conquering the world, slaying dragons and all that stuff? Expectations. Your expectation time frames are ridiculously too short. Let's walk through it. I want to make $1 million a month. It ain't going to happen this year. I know that. It's not going to happen next year. Probably start happening the year after that, and definitely the year after that. So my expectations is that it's a 3-year plus time frame, right? Now, let me take you down memory lane. I wish we can do like the memory lane thing where it's like the little music comes on, but we can't. So we'll have to do these boom, 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 boom visual effects. All right. 2009, summer of 2009, I set out to write a book. I set out to write a relationship book. And after interviewing 200 women, I didn't want to do it anymore because it was just like, this is rough. So I switched up. I got into the storage auction game because I knew it. I was on the internets, everything's here on the internets, and I was reading stuff, and it was like, talk about what you know. I know storage auctions. I know them very well. I wrote the book on storage auctions, and even with that, I had a 2-year plan. My goal was to make $50,000 per year because I had serious hustle skills. I didn't have to worry about getting furniture stuff. I knew people. I was still not too far removed from the game. So I knew that I could have a really good life if I can make 50 grand a year writing, because I knew I can hustle up the rest. It's just That was my goal. It's just to put out a book, to put out communications, to have people pay me for what's inside my head, player. Come on, that's the ultimate. And what happened was in 11 months, I made 62 grand. When you lay out your expectations appropriately, you usually achieve your results much quicker because you're not stressed out about it, stressed out. Because that's what's killing you. It's like, okay, this month I'm going to make 10 G's. You don't make it. And then you become despondent. Like, forget Glendon, forget the internet. That's just a scam. That's just, nah, that ain't real. Ain't real. I worked hard for a month. I sweated. I worked 18-hour days, Blair. Worked 18-hour days. And nothing happened. Because your expectations were totally 100% unrealistic. But that's what happens because this is the internet. This is a fantasy land. This is the play land. This is just, we're just juggling balls. We're having fun. And people don't treat this as the real thing it is. I've treated the internet as very real, as very solid for well over 20 years. And I've made money from the internet well over 20 years. So I say all this to prepare you to bring your expectations into line with reality. Because once you do that and you take time off the table, then these plans don't seem so arduous. Because I know now I'm 51 years old. So 3 years for me is going to pass just like that. The older you get, the faster time moves. And I'm comfortable with that. But for some of you young bucks, it's like a year, it's like a decade. I mean, it's just the weirdest thing. Like a few months is like a year. It's just so slow. I had somebody, and I'm not going to blast him because I don't want y'all to go get him. He was talking to me in the comments as if I was his slave. He's like, great content, but next time, get straight to the point in the information in the thumbnail. Now, I'm in a good mood today. I'm in a very good mood today. And my comment to him was, you know this is free. And left it at that because I could have went somewhere else with that. I was thinking about it, but I was like, you know what? You're in a good mood. Life is good. Don't let this, ragamuffin bring up some drama into your life because he's a millennial. And a lot of you millennials, y'all are going to be in for a rude awakening in a few months when this recession hits. And all these opportunities that you have that you're like, I can pick, choose, refuse. And they start drying up. And then you really got to work. Good luck with that. So let's talk about this plan. One of the first things you need to do is decide what you want your future life to look like. Because, first of all, to save massive amounts of money on taxes, you need to be making some money. This is the whole thing. This is why people who make money they become angry bears when you talk about taxes. It's and the skin, the cheeks be flapping and stuff. Because, making money is hard. It's really, really hard. It's not easy. It may seem easy to someone who's been doing it for a while, but the truth of the matter is to convince people to open up their wallet and pull out a credit card and go online, that is hard. It's not simple. It takes a multitude of modalities, techniques, and stuff to get people to do that. Now, there's trickeration, which makes it easier, but then those folks usually don't buy anything else from that person. But it's hard. So wrap your head around that. If you are working on your business and you're sweating and you're making money, but it seems like you're just like pulling teeth from a tiger that don't want his tooth pulled, you're in the right area. It's not easy. I know there are zillions of commercials, videos, Facebook ads that are telling you that making a lot of money is so easy And many of you are convinced because it's not easy, there's something wrong with you. And it's not there's anything wrong with you. It's just your expectations and your perspective are jacked. That's the problem. Because the average millionaire, it takes on average 11 years to make his first million. 11 years. And y'all want to do it in a few weeks or a few months. And you're wondering why it ain't happening. It ain't natural. All right, so you know what your life wants. You want your life to look like. Are you married? Are you single? Do you have kids? Do you want to have kids? This plays a role into the planning because I was reading some very interesting information about society this weekend while I was on the plane. And it's just that we are more connected than we've ever been before, right? Social media wise, I could reach Shaq. I could tweet out something to Shaq and he may answer. And that's like, oh, but do I know Shaq? Do I have Shaq's full attention? Because I do something wild, zany, people tweet. That's literally mere seconds. So I've got seconds of attention. I don't want seconds of attention. I want hours. I want days. I want weeks. Oh, yeah, I get that on YouTube. I'll show you in a minute. But you got to know where you're going, which means you got to put on your big boy pants, your big girl panties, and be an adult. And let this notion that you can have everything you want, when you want, how you want, and options just for days. No one that's a billionaire today had that mindset. No one that's a millionaire today had that mindset. They all picked something and worked it for many, many years. So that's what you got to do. Second thing, you got to put a number on it. Notice in my exercise, I was like $50,000 in 2 years. I had a real number, not some crazy number like, hey, yeah, I'm going to make $5 million with no experience. That ain't going to work either. And how does this go into planning? Because see, you got to make the money first. What I'm teaching you is you got to make the money first because a lot of you want to get this knowledge for purposes that you can't use it for at the moment or maybe never because you're too busy getting that knowledge versus actually pulling up your sleeves and going to work every day. All right. And the third thing that you need to do is to write your plan down. Now, this is not something that you're going to be able to do in a few minutes. You should, on your plan, almost fill up one of these legal notebooks because you should challenge yourself. I'm a single person. Do I want to get married? Why do I want to get married? Write that down. Pull it out of your head. Get it out of your head and put it on paper because, there's many times I think that I am sane, but I have so many crazy thoughts. And then when I write them down and I'm like, ooh, that looks a little crazy-ish. That looks bad. Okay. Well, no one knew. It's just me, the pen and the paper. We only knew. And I never tell you about this stuff because I think long as it's up here, it's perfectly rational. It's going to work. Put it on paper. Start asking questions. Start plotting stuff out. And I found out that's not the case. And for you, you got to get this stuff out of your mind. You got to download it onto some paper, look at it, and put together a cohesive plan based upon where you are, which brings me to number 4. If you have never made $10,000 in a month ever, that should not be one of your goals quickly. Notice I say quickly. You could say, my goal is to make $10,000 a month within 2 years. Perfectly reasonable. You can do that. You can't do it in a few weeks. You can't do it in a few months. I know we're not supposed to tell you what you can't do. I'm supposed to hype you up, have you zooted, and just, oh, yeah, I can do it. I can do it. And, these big conferences, people go to these conferences, they come back and, yeah, I'm that man. I'm that girl. I'm that chick. Yeah. And then after a few weeks, when all the adrenaline wears off, they're back to doing the same stuff they were doing before. If you want to be long-term successful, you must do things that are sustainable long term. Message. Now, let's get to the tax planning. Because see, you got to do all this first before you get into the tax thing. So the first thing, and I've said this before, you need to start an LLC. You need to start a small business even when you have a job. Yes, you need to do that. Because the tax code isn't written for people who are sole proprietors. It's not written for people who get W-2s. The tax code has always been written for business owners. Small business owners, middle of the road business owners, large business owners, and mega business owners. Amazon.com did not make a profit for 8 years. You know what that means? They ain't pay no taxes. Because taxes come from profits. Taxes do not come from revenue. Let me say that again. Taxes come from profits. Taxes do not come from revenue. And the only way that you can play this game is for you to get yourself an LLC, get yourself a small home business, and I'll talk about some of that stuff in a minute. But right now, I'm feeling the love. I'm about to jump in this chat room, see what's going on with people. Cool. All right. What's up, young Brandon? What's up, James Alexander? AKW Beats, Wild Jones, Wild Things. I'm sorry. What's up? Godson, what's on? This dude Bakes, what's up? Mama needs her wine. Best. Let's see. Let's turn that down. What's the best thing to do with a tax check? Put it in the bank and save it. Dimitri, the process. Wild Things, not being patient. That's a big problem. Surge, overspending. Butween, procrastination. What's up, Johnny Walden? Leroy, what's going on? Been here between 5 and 6 for the last 2 weeks. What's up with you? Gerald Parker, what's up? That's a whole nother stream, Butween. That's actually more appropriate for the disruptive male channel. What's up, Derek Brown? Oh, Honey Bunny, we're not doing. I'm gonna send that out today. I'm not doing any more text notification squad. I'm making this channel pop on its own. Surge Rod, I've been at it for 3 years to still have another 2 more years to get where I need to be, so I've been patient. Awesome. What's up, Prince? Community, laws. What's up, Afri? Erica Williams. Oh, when this recession hits, folks going to be looking at $10 jobs all around America. Be real. The bottom line always revolves around make more money. That should be a chant. I should have some t-shirts with that bait up on it. Don't know. I'm not even messing with that stuff. I have left the cryptocurrency world alone. Caddy Williams, what's up? Alan Jenkins, first time. Thank you. Surge Rod, sure, I've been watching you for 3 weeks, and a lot of what you said is exactly true information that I already read up, but you make it so easy to understand. I'm 36 and I got my own business. I'm a sole proprietor. Ooh, no high school diploma, no college degree, making 200 plus a year, but now I need to run my business legit. Not in my name. Wow, man. You did that? Well, congratulations. That is probably the hardest part, making the money. Red pill. That's so funny. Good for you, Leroy. What's up, Raquel? That's right, Caddy. Honey Bunny, writing it down creates a contract between you and the universe and allows things to conspire in your favor if you will consistently do the work. And that's the important part, consistently doing the work. It happens after Tony Robbins similar. I mean, people be pumped. Serge Rob. So LLC is just, all right, let's just have this conversation. There's what's called a C Corp. That is what Amazon is. It's a C corporation, and C corporations get taxed twice. They get taxed on profits and they get taxed on dividends. So that's why most small businesses doesn't really make a sense to do a C Corp. So an LLC or a limited partnership is better than a corporation unless you got employees. What's up, Ray Owens? Black Knight Code, and he's spinning that game. I use my LLC to offset my W-2 income because the money comes from the same basis, so I can use the expense to offset tax liability. You hear that? You see that? You hear that? That's what we talk about here. Oh, Rashida, San Francisco was great. Afra, I tried your Craigslist flip today. I got a TV stand for free and sold it for $30. There it is. Congratulations. Cedric, we're not talking about that right now. Oh, you picked up how to hide money yesterday. Bria Artist, you give life-changing information. Thanks. Oh, instant gratification will mess you up. It will seriously mess you up. All right, so I'm going to explain some stuff here briefly before I get back into this. All right. That did not come out right, but we're not going to worry about it. All right, so I know a lot of you have been waiting on this. Tax Slayer is officially commenced. I put one video, so I'll be working on this tomorrow. And there's 2 tax slayers. There is, let's see, this is just a course, all right? And there's another one. This is the bundle. Big difference. I should change the names, but you know, it's kind of set up because you get Tax Slayer with this and you can buy Tax Slayer on your own. And also I've added a few things to the Tax Slayer package. How to hide money, because that's going to get kind of crazy because there's more sessions I got to do to that. So you don't have to buy anything yet. I'm just letting you know because I need to let people know about this before I go ahead and ask for the offer. But that's what's going on. And yeah, there will be some more stuff that will go down this week because essentially my mornings are dedicated to creating the courses. That's the thing, because it's very draining. I mean, it's like, imagine going to school every day in your junior year of college and you got like a full load plus 4 extra credits. It's kind of like that because typically after I do it, I'm drained and then I have to either go to the gym or just take a break. So that's what's happening this week. Just letting y'all know. What's up, Quentin? Rockstone, Glenn, if you were renting each office in the building you're in as a business incubator, can't you claim and offset tax losses for each month people don't rent? Can't do that here. And that's a little bit more complicated than you think. But yes, you're generally right. All right, so let's get this out here. I am not a tax professional. I am not going to get into doing taxes. What I will do is create courses and training that will give you enough information to make you competent and point you in the right direction. Because here's the thing. The government, and this is something that's happening with this, quote, new tax thing. There are already glitches in it. There's already, because they rushed it through, just like I said this, I talked about it, that they got rid of some good stuff. I'm going to tell you, the average person is going to get screwed over with this new tax plan. Because see, this is the whole thing. They rushed it through, right? And now, you know, these corporations are giving people raises. They're kind of bringing some business back. But by the time you file your taxes next year, the midterms will be over. And we may even be in a recession. So it's going to be real interesting. But taxes can be complicated because I could say, do this and do this, right, for one person, and it'll be valid for that person in that state with that situation. And then for other 80 people, it'll be totally invalid because there's so many nuances and layers that go into it. So that's why we do not dispense tax advice here. I'll tell you some good stuff that I know to be valid and true across the board. But once again, you need to hire a CPA to look over your books. Francis Joseph, I don't recommend other channels. I'm trying to get you to stay here. Why? Oh, you're really asking like what are the finance channels I watch? I'll be honest with you, none. I don't watch any of them. I'm too busy creating content. I'm too busy creating courses. You know what I watch? I watch a lot of news channels. That's what I watch. Jalafi, do you have a video about what to do as soon as you get your business incorporated, building credit when you have none? Jalafi, I don't know if I'm saying your name correctly. Your first mandate should be make more money. You got people out here who are trying to get business credit, right? Which is all well and good, but they don't have business experience. They don't have sales experience. They don't have marketing experience. So they go out here and get these loans, get these credit cards, then overextend themselves, and they don't know how to sell themselves out of it. So that would be my suggestion. Build a business that makes money. Make more money. Push on making more money. Learn how to sell. That would be my advice to you. Buteau, well, why would there be a recession? Which markets are going under? I think it's going to come from the student loans. We have a massive student loan bubble, and default rates are going up every month. It is huge. It is trillions of dollars in student loan debt. I think that's where it's going to come from. And what markets are going to be impacted? Pick one. Everything. Car sales, housing sales, food, gas, or everything. Everything's impacted in the recession to a degree. Everything. That's why you got to be a lean, mean fighting machine. You got to keep your debt loads non-existent or very low so you can take advantage because everything's going to be cheap. Houses are going to be cheaper. Stocks are going to be cheaper. Employees are going to be cheaper. I mean, everything. D-Hectrix, you saw the video. You know I wasn't going to answer that question, but I'm smiling. He's actually good. He's actually good because I think he paid cash for that. I took your advice from one of your videos because I'm a Navy Federal credit member and I just opened a secured credit card. I started off with my small capital amounts, but my goal is to get the maximum limit. Oh yeah, now with Navy Federal, you can go up to 50 G's, and if you're never late and you pay that card on time and you keep your ratios low, it does convert. So that's a good deal. It's a good card to have. This dude bakes. They're using drones to model purses now, according to the news today. I mean, what you're going to see is going to be massive because if it's a simple type of job, it's going to be automated and they're going to get rid of people. What's up, regular web guy? So, question. How many of you were prepared for this tax season? And when I mean prepared, you had your game plan together, you knew what you were shooting for, and you got a big juicy refund check back. Well, once again, Buteau, it really depends on where you're positioned. Like me, let's say the recession hits tomorrow. I don't think it's going to hit tomorrow. I think it's going to hit toward Christmas. I could be wrong. It may never happen, but I am preparing for it. I am preparing for it as if it's going to happen. I would buy more advertising because advertising would be cheaper and less people will be advertising. So I can buy more of it and I can get more exposure because less people are buying. That's what I would do. Wow, things. I'm ready for these stocks to be cheaper. Oh, it's coming. Because there's a little hiccup that happened. It's kind of like, you know how these tremors happen before a big earthquake? That's kind of what that is. Because the thing is, I'm old enough to have seen this. We have people who, and I'm not going to belabor Bitcoin too much. I'm not going to mess with it, so calm down. But one of the reasons that I have pulled back from cryptocurrency is it doesn't address the fundamental need of wealth building. Now, for Coinbase, they made $1 billion last year. For the people who own these exchanges and they're getting these transfer fees, they're making money hand over fist. And it's, once again, the analogy's a cliche, but when there's a gold rush, sell shovels. Levi's. Everybody, who here has a pair of Levi jeans? Levi's were formed during the gold rush because these miners needed a tough pair of pants that would not tear up on these rocks while they were mining gold. Levi, let's look up Levi. Let me get into that because this is one of the companies. Levi jeans. Let's see. Let's get into it. All right. Make sure we have. All right. No. Was founded. Levi Strauss, a German-born clothing manufacturer, established a firm that bears its name in San Francisco in 1853. His denim jeans were tremendously popular with California miners because their tough fabric did not split or wear out as easily as other materials. Check this out. And for those of you who are in the storage auction game, and you know that old Levi's, especially from the 30s and the 40s, sells for thousands of dollars. Yep, thousands and thousands of dollars. It's kind of crazy. Let's see, what are these going to do? Bidding for jeans reached $17,000. These folks love their jeans. So that's what I see going on with Bitcoin. I don't think most of the coins are going to last. I think most of them are going to be worthless. But there will be a few that will emerge and be profitable. It's just like, which ones? What's up, Diana Thompson? Erica P. They already started using automation at my job, and I'm prepping for it by going into IT. Move on with your bad self. Honey Bunny, I was prepared, only owed the state $10 and got a federal refund. Awesome. Surge Rod, I'm in transportation plus small investment as far as real estate. I invested in real estate in Las Vegas and got a business license as a travel agent. Okay. Actually, Butte Wing, a lot of people say that. How many of you had a car that was like 2002 or older or later break down on you? This is what I've noticed. When I'm on the highway, I tend to look at cars pulled over on the side of the road or they have a sticker. And the thing is, you used to see these kind of cars all over the place. You just don't see them. Cars are fundamentally better. These robots, they're going to be virtually unbreakable. Yeah, they may have a glitch or some here and there, but it's only going to be a small handful of people to fix these things. Don't not be thinking there's going to be an army of technicians on these things. It's not happening. Erica Williams, yeah, Mike Shane six-pack used to get YouTube ads for $7.50. Wow, that was cheap. Caddy Williams, I haven't filed yet. G Combs, you think precious metals? Precious metals should only make up 10% of your portfolio anyway, so. Oh man, Surge. Surge. Wow. Mama needs her wine. My 2001 GMC Yukon is still running strong. Yeah, cars just don't break down like they do. They just don't. So good luck with that. There will be some technicians, but technology is getting better and better. Who remembers, IBM compatibles, how you had to frag the hard drive and these things were always crashing? I have 4 Macs Not one of them has crashed. I had actually more. Not one of my Macs have crashed in 8 years. 8 years. Well, let's see. I had one. That's not true. My 17-inch, which was like almost 8 years old, it crashed year 7. I actually took the hard drive out of it and sold it on eBay as is for like $350. So even broken, I still got money out of that thing. Over 210,000 miles on my 04 F250. Dana Thompson, it took 30 years to pressure manufacturers to produce functional vehicles. Tesla lost 16 million in production because they didn't have enough manpower. Once again, Elon Musk is a mutant. He's not normal. And, you know, to use Tesla against everything else, this technology that goes into producing a driverless car, a car that drives itself, is woefully, well, it's massively more than what it's going to cost the automation to say, you want fries with that burger? Press this button. So that's one of the things. You got to really start thinking about your life in deeper terms. You've got to start thinking about where you're going, because you can't really do good financial or tax planning when your goal is just to save money. How much money do you want to save? What do you need to do? What levers do you need to pull? So you got to get real definitive about your life, because I'm going to tell you something. With the wig, we'll call him the wig, because every time I mention his name, they just come out the woodwork. They have helped businesses. I cannot deny that this new tax thing has tremendously helped businesses. If you make the same money you made last year, you get a 14% raise. That is crazy significant when you're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars or even millions. Be real, I have a new Mac, but I'm watching right now on the 2006 MacBook Pro. Jim Tim, yes. Oh, a lot of folks are just not ready for this new world, because I will tell you this, and for some of you who want more access, it kind of hit me that I can upload these videos as podcasts because they're long enough. They're actually longer than a lot of podcasts. So I'll just have to come up with some kind of intro, but look for that real soon. What's up, ILYAS? Because I don't know how to say that. Andrew Wells. The manpower they need is a factory automation technician that have experience on the older version of software, because they bought a used factory. So they bought a used factory and they need people who don't have these outdated skills to solve their problem. That's crazy. That's real crazy. But hey, you know, it's Elon Musk. Man has built not $1 billion company, but 3. So I'm quite sure they'll figure it out. Who here has an LLC? Who here, you know, we talk about this stuff, has made over $250,000 last year? No, it's not. And even Fords, I mean, hands down, Ford trucks and Ford vans, how often do you see those vehicles broken down on the side of the highway? Hardly never. You got people out here driving 15-year-old Ford trucks and they still running strong. That's one of the reasons that Ford did not have to take any rescue money, because they were still making money off their truck sales. Everybody buys Ford trucks. Power company, utility companies, police departments. Because the thing is, I see you, honey bunny. The thing is, to compete in the new America, to save a massive amount of money in your taxes, you need to be making money. This game does not work unless you're making money. It's just an exercise in frustration. Nowhere that near that, but I got an LLC. Raquel, I got an LLC. I love my Ford F-250 truck. Now, here's the thing. For some of you who have not made a lot of money, you keep your LLC current for the next 10, 15 years, you're going to see some amazing stuff. What is the average time frame that a business goes out of business, right? Like, you know what? We have the internet here. Let's see what it is today, because this thing constantly changes. Let's find out. Because I don't really know the answer to this. What is the business failure rate in 2016? All right. Let's see. According to the Bureau of Labor and Statistics, about 80% of businesses with employees will survive their first year in business. About 66% will survive their second year. About 50% with employees will survive their fifth year. About 30% of businesses will survive their 10th year in business. Okay, so that kind of goes along with what I was saying. So you keep your corporation active and making money and filing taxes for 10 years. It's going to be some amazing stuff. I got a lot of people asking me about age corporations and shelf corporations. I will include that information in the course, and I'll show you how you can get that in a minute. All right, so because I have to take notes because I'm moving so fast. Age shelf corp in the corporate course. All right. What happens on the magical legal pad gets done. It's amazing how the words compel me to action. All right, Afri. Serge, I hear Ford's a great company to be able to buy a business vehicle. They're pretty much indestructible. Buick salesmen may be obsolete because AI could sell to humans like those. Nope. Nope. I'm telling you, it ain't gonna happen. All right. Recently, well, actually, Patty's doing this, and I had Patty in Valencia calling a lot of people on the text notification list, and we got some insights. And we didn't even make a lot of phone calls. I think it was like 25, 30 phone calls where I actually reached somebody. And just those phone calls, it reinforced some stuff I know. Good, competent salespeople are never going to be replaced. If you can learn how to be a good, competent salesperson, someone that actually gets results, you'll never be unemployed. Never. We are a long way before, because let's get deeper into that. How many of you answer the phone for robocalls or unknown numbers? And for those of you who do answer those unknown numbers, how soon do you hang up? Johnny Wallen started. So, what do you mean get enough money to start an LLC? It's what state are you in? Andrew Wells, gross, because that's what the tax man is going to look at. Okay. Kathy Williams, getting ready to start my LLC. I'm looking for an attorney in Miami. Essentially, what you can do. Well, let's do it like this. What kind of business are you starting, Kathy Williams? That will make all the difference, because we need to know that. So while y'all do that, let's see, what time is this? How long have I been? Oh, okay, cool. We're still within the golden hour. All right, so I'm getting ready to do this. Boom, 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 boom. What am I going to do? All right. Yeah, because I'm not going to do 40% across the board. Well, that's pretty much, I'm going to leave them like that. Let's see, which course. Because I should have did this before, but I didn't. No, we're not going to do that one. All right. Oh, okay. So that there's a lot of you who want some LLC advice because I've changed the prices and lowered them, so there will not be any more 40% stuff. You know what I'll do? This is what I'll do. So I will kind of like just go this. How to hide money in plain sight. I'm not discounting that because I think at $99 the value you get from that is sick. So that should be below the deal. Or you can get Tax Slayer for the average citizen to win, and you'll get that course, and you'll get you'll get Tax Slayer. You get how to hide money, and you'll get this one here, Fat Cat Secrets, which I'll be working on tomorrow. Because I'm starting to, because it's taken me a while to get back into the course creation mode, and I'm trying to fill up all these courses I've already talked about, because there will be more coming. There will be a lot more coming. So the links to these courses are below the video. Yep. Let's see. Get out of there. All right. If I do hang up after they ask if I'm the decision maker, about 15 seconds. Oh, okay. $150. That's not bad. Good deal, Andrew. James Montes. Wow, it's $600 to start an LLC in Illinois. Didn't know that. Well, it depends. What kind of business are you starting, James? The dude begs. I tell them, shh, you're going to wake the baby. Going into real estate. This would be my suggestion to you. Learn how to do real estate before you invest in the LLC, unless you already know how to do real estate. I don't know you. I don't know what you're trying to do. That is funny. This dude Bakes wins the comment of the day. Shh, you gonna wake the baby. That's hilarious. That is really hilarious. Oh, let's see. What do I have below here? Fat Cat Secrets, Writing for Cash. Okay, I got the Tax Slayer program, Super Credit. Yeah, so I have made it where you can get all of those things, because there will be more content tomorrow. Because, whoa, what the heck happened? Because tomorrow I'll be doing asking for the money for the Uber salesperson. Actually, that's going to go up. Just saying, that's going to go up, because I'm going to put some more information there, and then let's just get rid of that. You really want to get Tax Slayer for the average citizen to win, because hide the money is going to be a trip, and then this is going to be a trip, and then Yeah, this is probably going to be for people who need to make money off the books. This is going to be for you. I was in that situation. I know what it's like. You may not have the money for my more expensive courses. I totally get that. So this is what's for you right here. Tax Slayer for the average citizen to win, because this right here, this course right here, you will get your money back plus some just from this course right here. So that's kind of, because we're getting away from the discounting and special stuff. I'm just trying to make these prices more consistent where they don't change, because I get a lot of complaints. It's like, man, I had the money and you changed the price. So that's just not going to happen. Pretty much going to leave, well, not pretty much, all the courses that are $99, they're staying at that price, or, whoa, didn't mean to do that. They're staying at that price, or they're going to go down. So you can get in, those are the bundles, but everything else you can get for $99, or your most bang for your buck is to get a bundle. Because, and I should tell you this, what I've started to do is the people who are on the buyer's list, and let me explain what the buyer's list is. You've bought one of my courses, and those people who've already bought my courses get the best deals, the best discounts. And I'm telling you, there's a lot of new stuff that's coming up. I just got to clean up all this stuff, fill out all these courses, and those people are going to be the ones who get the discounts. And I'll be like, hey, this course is such and such, you get a discount. And that's the only reason. Because I'm not going to turn that list into a YouTube notification list. Really, most of y'all who get here, because it was like a 25 to 30 person difference using the list. At first it was great, but then it's just stopped working. So most of y'all show up anyway or watch the videos. So the only time I send out a notification to that list is when there's something that's discounted. So you have to buy something to get on that list. I'm not doing the text notification list. And I may create another email list just for once I get some stuff figured out, because that list, and it's not that many people on it, but the open rate is like 56%. And the click-through rate's like 30-some%. And to give you perspective, I'm getting more click-throughs and actual real numbers of people buying stuff than when I had this list that was 3,000 to 4,000 people. Patty is individually emailing everybody on those old lists, just to satisfy some of my curiosity to see if it's going to convert. Because just for those of you who don't know, when you have an email client, everyone on that email, they don't get that email. What the email client does, and what Google and all of them work together, is if a number of people on your list do not open up your email, they reduce your deliverability rate. They tag the emails. So you sitting out here sending 10,000 emails, and literally 9,000 are going straight to the spam folder if you got a bad list. Now, the buyer's list, the people who are doing stuff, who are willing to commit, spend some money, it's a totally different ballgame. They're opening up most of the emails, so the deliverability of that email list will be up, and I'm not going to corrupt it by adding any other list, or I'm not going to corrupt it by making it a live stream notification list. I'm not doing that. So if you want something like that, and if we get enough people who say, look, hey, I want an email list so I can be notified, I'll create one if I get enough interest. But if I get like 4, 5, 6, or 7 of y'all saying I want this, in fact, do this. In the comments section, put, I want an email list for live stream notification. We'll see how many people answer, because like if 10, 15 of y'all go like, yeah, I'm not doing it. It's just like, it's the craziest thing. But that's what's the deal is. So if you want to get the really good offers and the juicy offers, you have to buy some. Now, fortunately, I have courses as low as $39. I have courses at $49. So there's stuff that even Broke Dick Danny and Penniless Priscilla can get. Because if you don't have $39, I can't help you. I can't help you. I really can't. Actually, I can. You just need to listen and follow my advice and actually do something, because someone in this thread just said, I did the Craigslist hustle and I got a free TV stand and I sold it for $30. If you were to do the Craigslist hustle for a month, you could probably afford any one of my courses. So it ain't really the price of the course. It's the price of your activity. You ain't working hard enough, and you don't. And I can't make you want to work hard enough, and I can't make you develop that whatever it is inside of a person that makes them get up and get out and get something. Circa outcast. I can't give you that. That's something you got to bring to the table, because I have stuff that people have literally made thousands of dollars for free just listening and actually taking action. So just saying. But most of the courses are going to be $99. They're going to stay that way. Now, the new courses probably will not be $99 because they're going to be more intense. But I'm just saying. So if you want to get on that buyer's list, you got to buy some. We have a passion about houses, interiors, and exteriors. Learn to fix things on your own before real estate. Good advice. Serge Rod, if there's money to be made, I put my hands on it, whether it's cosmetics or real estate. My brother sells cars in California, high-end cars. I'm usually got my hands on that too. Yeah, it's definitely better than buying bundles. I mean, that's what you got to do. You got to make more money, because money may not solve all problems. But I didn't say this, but someone said in order of importance, he said money is like right under oxygen. What's up, Zola? Honey Bunny, I bought a course, but honestly, I rarely open the emails. That's why that buyer's list, it doesn't really get hit that hard, because I'm going to probably try to keep it to once or twice a week. And then something else I may create. For real, for real. Let's see, what time is it? Okay, so I'm getting ready to bounce. So if you want to be on the buyer's list, if you want the best deals, the best offers, you have to buy a course, and then you'll be on the buyer's list. You'll get some great discounts, because I did a 50% off on something to the buyer's list. Yep, sure did. Because they already bought some. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to show you all kind of love. Andre Wells, I bought a course just to keep you here. Appreciate it. Support the cause. All right, so leave a comment. If you're interested in the email notification list, put it in the comments. If you're looking at saving massive amounts of money on your taxes, if you have a job, go ahead and get Tax Slayer, the bundle. It's right there on the front page. And with that, I will see you good folks tomorrow at 5 p.m. because during the day, I will be creating content, be creating courses, and creating training. So with that, I be out. You folks have a great night.